muted. G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is LordAlador, and today we're jumping back into some Minecraft. So, today, we are having a bit of technical difficulties. Just bear with me for a moment. Alrighty, that should do it. The audio should be coming through loud and clear. So, yes, it is coming through loud and clear. Lovely. So, today we're going to begin with a bit of an introduction. My name is LordAlador. I am a YouTuber based out of Australia. I will be playing a variety of games, and you're going to get to see me die lots and lots and lots, rest assuredly. And today we are jumping back into Minecraft as I have a couple of unfinished tasks that I want to complete. So today, here we are back at the unfinished log cabin, and we're going to try and get that done today, and we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. There's plenty of things that we can discuss, and right now I think we're going to deforest this entire area. We're going to replant a whole bunch of stuff, and we are going to work on getting this done. So yes, I am based out of Australia, the great southern land, and it's getting extremely hot over here at the moment. We are almost into summer. Spring has almost ended, and it should be pretty warm coming up. So, let's talk about me, since you all came to listen to me. I've always loved gaming. Gaming has been one of those things that I've always really enjoyed, and I think it's probably got something to do with the storytelling element just as much as the gameplay element, and I think that stories are one of those really important things. So you might be wondering, where does LordAlador come from? The name, the username, the man himself. So, there's a bit of a fun story behind that. So, I have wanted to write for basically my entire life. I have a couple of unpublished novels, and LordAlador was a character from one of those. He began probably when I was 13, the main star of a book that will probably never ever be published. And back then he really did epitomize the sort of heroes that I loved reading about. I loved consuming literature. I read basically everything. And stories are great. Stories help us to relate to who we are, who we might want to become, and so forth. And LordAlador was that for me. He was a gallant and wise knight, a noble figure filled with wisdom and courage. He used a large sword, he used magic. He was really the epitome of one of those amazing figures that you would read about in literature, much like the figure that I've chosen to represent myself in here. So this is, of course, Gandalf, or at least the figure that Gandalf was based off. Odin, Lord of the Aesir, the king of the Norse gods. And after all, what kid wouldn't want to be a sword-wielding hero, a figure of great influence and power, ready to fight and defend those who he cared for, to protect his people? And that's the sort of thing that I grew up with. I mean, we've all got stories in our lives, figures from books, stories, movies, that very much define who we are, and tell us things about ourselves that we might not realize. And yes, the figures of Lord of the Rings and J.R.R. Tolkien definitely had a large impact on my life. But for me, there was always one book, and I read it when I was 11, that couldn't help but provide me with this sense of understanding the world around me, and that was the book Dune by Frank Herbert. Now, this is a terrific book about a kid just trying to find his place in the universe, only to realize that destiny had him in its clutches and was never ever gonna let it go. And it talked about how, you know, some fates are just things that you can't avoid or run away from, and it's important to show courage and conviction in those moments. So Dune became one of those books that I would read constantly, and I always really enjoyed it. But that's the great thing about stories, I think. One of those things excuse me, just got a bit of technical difficulty, just bear with me for a moment. But that's just one of those things. The best stories are the ones that you stick with. It's the ones that stick with you through thick and thin. Why do you think for hundreds of years, stories of knights slaying dragons, fighting their way through castles and rescuing the princess were so important? I mean, a lot of us think that nowadays with how the patriarchy is viewed and those sort of things, that those sort of stories have no merit. But I think a lot of these people, and this might be a bit controversial, I think that some of these things are important for us to learn. It's teaching us about the resilience in the face of adversity, of going over and through obstacles to find and fight our way through to achieve our goals. I think that's a valid and very, very important lesson that we all think, that I think we should all take away from. And then finally the dragon, at the end of the keep. That's the thing. The dragon is the great, big unknown. It's that thing that we often fear to face. But fighting our dragons is important. It teaches us that obstacles are meant to be defeated. And yes, then there is this idea that saving the princess, and yes, it can come across as a little power fantasy-ish, but then the princess never really represented the princess, if you think about it. The princess was always the reward. It's what you achieved when you completed your goal, when you successfully vanquished your dragons, when you worked your way through all of your obstacles, and finally, after slaying whatever dragons it was that you fought, that you'd be rewarded. That, I think, is the core value behind those stories that stick with us. The stories that very much comprise of who we are. And I'm sure for you viewers watching, and maybe you future viewers when you finally check out the channel, to have a think about the stories that meant a lot to you. I mean, nowadays books are all too often being supplanted by other forms of media. So maybe it's a TV show that you watched or a movie that you saw. They too have some sort of meaning, but often you have to think about what these shows are teaching you, what possible lessons they might have. But for me, I think storytelling is just this amazing sort of medium. And I'm sure you've heard it from... You can see I've now run out of an axe, so I'm going to quickly grab another one, and then we'll keep going. But another question then becomes, like, what story do I want to tell in this? What exciting sort of experience do I want to provide? What visual type of storytelling could I give to a world like this? Do I, as the saying goes, stand on the shoulders of giants? Or do I forge my own path through something new, something different, something amazing? No, at the end of the day, storytelling has always meant a lot to me, and I think that I consume so much literature, so many movies and films over the years, that it's important to find that thing that resonates with you at the end of the day. Sadly, lately, there hasn't really been a lot that has, for me personally, but I have hope that maybe something will appear, something spectacular, and I'll find myself motivated. And I'm sure you're wondering, what sort of books do you write? Because I did mention that I have a few unpublished. I have always been very fond of heroic fiction and science fiction. Well, fiction in general. I mean, all the different stories have something positive that you can tell. Hell, even back in ancient Greece, there was Aesop's fables. These stories would teach you valuable lessons. Even you've got contemporary authors like Roald Dahl and his amazing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That too taught you valuable lessons about well, a great number of things. Consuming too much media, being too gluttonous, always demanding more and more and more, and sometimes the dangers and pitfalls that awaited you. Like, it's unfortunate, I think, that those sort of stories have fallen a little out of fashion. But again, that's just my opinion. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just my opinion. You might share it, you might not, but that's what storytelling is. Storytelling is creating, and that's something that's very important to me. And I think that we should all have a building outlet, something to allow us to express ourselves. It might be woodworking, it might be going hiking on trails. That's something that's very valuable and something I enjoy quite immensely. There are tons of other things. It might be cooking a delicious meal. It might be... Now I'm kind of running out of ideas, and there are just so many ideas out there. So, you know, I'm just rambling on at this point, but you can kind of see where I'm going with this. You got to choose to do those things that give your life value, give them meaning. And I'm glad that some of you might have been sharing it with me today for this stream. And I realize I've just been standing here looking out of my unglass paneled window, trying to figure out what to do next and filling the empty air. So I should probably continue going with this. Oh right, I was making an axe. So let's do that. One of our plans for today was mining as well. I think we're going to try and get into some mines, try and get ourselves some diamonds or something like that. I'm not entirely sure I want to set up my mine this close to the house, but I think we've cleared up a bit of space here now. We've got a bit of wood to at least continue our progress. So I think we might dump some of this into our chest, and I think we might continue to explore. Actually, I think we might go and try and find ourselves some iron. So with an iron we can make a bucket. With a bucket we can actually start farming and then not actually starve. It does look like we've only got 3 apples, so we're going to have to try and be quick when it comes to working our way through everything here. So, Lord Alador, what else do you enjoy? Well, that's a good question. Now I realize I'm talking to myself, but that's why you're here to listen. So, fitness. Fitness is also very, very important to me. Fitness is something I think that is extremely important and should be to everyone. And I know a lot of people don't have the time to do it, but I think it's a very, very meditative sort of activity. Do I have... no, I need to go and make myself some torches too. Whoops. I like the calming process, the way it allows me to channel my being into doing things that not many people can do. And it's, again, something that I think is pretty important, and I think it's something that everybody should do. Ooh. Let's pick that up again. Right, let's make some torches. Oh. Hey look, I'm learning how to do this. Amazing. Yes, I shift clicked. I learned how to do that finally. Anyway, so fitness I think is important. Healthy eating. What was that? I think that was a spider somewhere nearby. Extremely close. Let's get a sword out. You hiding under here? Nope, there is some more coal there. Okay, that is disturbingly close. Where are you? Where are you? So naturally, in my time off when I'm not streaming, I do have another job. I do enjoy that other job quite a bit. I enjoy going to the beach when the weather is good, and as I said before, summer is on its way to the great southern land of Oz, and I'm looking forward to getting out there quite a bit, enjoying the surf. I'm looking forward to finding some decent hiking trails and possibly doing that sometime soon. I, with you, will be exploring a whole bunch of games. Some of which I'm probably not going to be very good at, so you're going to have a perfect opportunity to watch me die. Lots and lots. And... oh, good. We've got some copper. That's a good sign. Let's work our way down here. Lighting things up as we go. Oh, this is actually a pretty decent cave. Let's continue heading into the deep dark. Whoa! Hello. No, I'm probably gonna die here. Well, where are you? Well, there you are. Ow. Oh. Aha, bitcha. Aha! Victory. That's also really, really not good. Eat, please eat. Please eat. Oh boy. So that's what it was. That was the sound of a skeleton. It wasn't the sound of a spider. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game. I'm learning, trying to do what I can to get better at this. So you might be thinking, why Minecraft? And it was an answer a question I answered in a previous stream. But it's just that creativity element again. The importance of having an outlet to be able to explore and create. Which actually brings me to a different topic entirely, the age of discovery. Now widely frowned upon as being one of those colonialist sort of metaphors, but at its essence, there is something admirable about those folk that go out, they travel, they explore the unknown, they venture forth in ways that most people don't. Most people that can't. And I just lost that. I'm gonna have to learn how to harvest the lichen properly as well. And I think that's something that's pretty important. That desire to journey forth. And a lot of games like No Man's Sky, like, oh boy, like this, like No Man's Sky, like the ridiculously large number of open world games that exist nowadays, it appeals to people who want to... Oh, I am going to have to turn down this audio a little bit. I'm having a little trouble hearing myself. Let's knock that down. Get this to about halfway. Continue. At the end of the day, that's what these games try to emulate. That desire to explore, to find new things. And some of them do it extremely well. Just look at the longevity of a game like Minecraft. Look at how they continue to update and innovate and entrance users to continue to tell their stories in this sort of world space. It's a testament to the decade-long lifespan that the game has had. The one that you're going to watch me hopefully get a little bit better at the more I do. No Man's Sky, much like I said in my last stream, is another game that does it extremely well. Although I have come to the recent realization that parts of that game is certainly very, very reliant on the stories that you want to tell as well. But we'll continue forging our way into the darkness with this, and we'll try and find ourselves some iron, get our next considerable upgrade up. We'll finish our house today and we'll move forward. We'll probably have another shorter session again today. I have some prior arrangements that need to be done, but that's by the by. You're here with me today, and we're going to continue exploring our way down into this cave. Hopefully not dying or starving, both of which seem likely. Let's see if we can't get ourselves some iron. This place is... Oh, there we go. Hostile. If you weren't... Plus I want some iron so that I can finally make a little bit of armor and be a bit more survivable. Where did I come out? And that is still really loud. I'm going to have to tinker with the settings just a little bit more. Let's get rid of the music. Back to game. I need to figure out how to do an overlay of some music, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Hopefully next stream I'll have figured that out, especially for Minecraft. Actually, I think I might turn that back on, but I'll keep it low enough that you can hear it in the background. So, Lord Alador, you mentioned before that you were interested in playing something like Doom. Yes. So, Doom, first-person shooter. Oh, iron. Sorry. I'm a bit like a magpie. I saw something shiny. I just had to touch it. Alright, let's... Ooh, is it a 4 vein? That might have been... Oh, a 6 vein. Alright, look at that, guys. We're actually getting somewhere now. How much did I get? 6. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Or enough. It's probably not enough, and I don't have the skills to make a farm at the moment. I'm going to get there eventually. Alright, let's figure out where this cave comes out. And it's right next to my base, which is just over there. That's very, very convenient. Let's head back and get this iron sorted. Make ourselves some armor and maybe an iron pickaxe and dig a bit deeper. So yes, first-person shooters, Doom and such. Big fan, not very good at first-person shooters. Might be hard to believe, so that should be a really, really, really fun experience for you all to watch. I can't say it enough, you're going to watch me die lots in lots of different games. That's probably the most exciting part. I've had a lot of experience with that in the Dark Souls games, and I've got to say those games, they mean a lot to me. They really do, and eventually you'll get to see me play them and Sekiro. I have a real passion for those ones. Something about the way the lore is designed, the way visual storytelling, especially in those games, like it's incredible. It really, really is. Maybe I'll even go through it. Now, probably not going to be as in depth as some of the other channels on here, but it's just something interesting that I love talking about. Just how evocative different things can be while I wait for this iron to cook. So let's actually, how much iron am I going to get from this? 6 iron. To start at least, that's enough for a pick and a bucket. With a bucket I can make a what's it called? Let's make ourselves a pick. Hooray! We are moving up in the world, people! Yes! And we'll make a bucket. Because with a bucket, oh, look at me go, I'm remembering how to do like recipes and stuff. There's hope for me yet, guys. Let's go down and grab some of that water and then start this farm. Because we need to sort out our food situation very, very soon. And by soon I mean now. And yes, we are going to set up our farm a little bit away from our home base, well, our beginner base. We're going to set it up just over here, and we'll be able to create a pen for these pigs and sheep and chickens, and then we'll be able to start working out where we're going to go to from here. But let's stake out a bit of land here first, give ourselves an idea of what sort of room we're working with, and then you can see that it sidles up beside a jungle. I think this is. Again, I'm still relearning the game. I've got a lot of stuff to figure out. So let's set that up there. We'll set up our third marker. Where will we do that? We'll set it up maybe over here somewhere, which I think will be fine. Alright, so let's have a look at what sort of terrain we're looking at here and see what we can do. Oh, that's right, and I'm pretty sure I've got some wheat down there that probably hasn't updated. We've got a bit of what do we got there? Sugarcane. Got some sugarcane over there too, so that's good. That works. Let's get home before we die. Oh, where are you? Nope. Hey, we're actually doing things. Holy crap! We have a doggo now. We just need a name tag. Come on, Rexy. You'll protect me from all the nasty things out there. Let's get back to the bed before we die. Whoop. Whoop. Look at me, I've already improved since my last stream. This is incredible. Oh, go Rexy, go. You get it? You get him. Get him. Yeah. Yeah, you better run. Yeah, you better run. Come on. Go Rexy. Oh, there's a couple of you. Go team. Alright, let's get some sleep. I know this pathway is not great. It's a start. Might add a few of those slabs as well to make life a bit easier getting up and down. I know. Like I said in my last stream, I'm going to learn how to do texturing, and I'm going to learn how to sort that stuff out. Oh, Rexy had friends. That's even cooler in some ways. Alright. Look at that. I've got an iron tool. I've got a bucket. I desperately need to sort out my food situation. Things are good. Things are good. We're doing something, that's for sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's good, but we're doing it. Where are we? Yeah, okay, come on. Let's go. So, while I mentioned before that a lot of us have books, TV shows, movies that really, really define who we are and what we do, the same could also be said for video games. Now, I've loved video games for as long as I can remember. I still remember getting my first Game Boy and playing Tetris, my very first game. It was pretty amazing for its time on the old 8-bit device. I'm pretty sure I've still got it in a box somewhere. Now it is pretty cool, hey pig, to see just how far games have come from there. Back when let's get some seeds as well so we can actually create this farm. Alright, cool. So Tetris was where it started for me. And then the first game I think I ever completed... Ooh. I have to think about that. Alright, Rexy, ease up. What would it have been? I have to think about that for a minute. I think the first game that I... Let's try not to die as well. Alright, let's grab some water. Come on, out of the way. Probably Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now, I'd played the first and I'd played the second, but I'd never really finished any of them until Sonic 3 came out, and I loved that game. I really, really did. It was one of those things that, you know, when a game strikes you just the right way. There was something about the design of the levels, probably the fantastic 16-bit chipset that they use, the 16-bit sound that they used for it as well. Like, I think all of that was, I don't know, just something was so captivating about it. It was an experience that I just wanted to enjoy. Alright, let's have a think about what we're going to do here. I think, yeah, hello pig. I think what we're going to do is create an infinite water source. So we'll create a bit of space here. Make ourselves an infinite water source. If I can remember how to do this, it's been a while. Alright, let's go down and grab this second bit of water. Ooh boy, I'm at half health with no way to heal myself right now. Ow. 4.5, sorry. And I played it. I played it to death. I played it so much that I was able to find all of the secrets. I completed every side quest. I managed to achieve Supersonic and Super Knuckles. I played through that game so much when it came out, like, it was amazing. And then, you know, I didn't really play a lot after that, because, true story, I lived in the UK for most of my childhood, and then I returned home to Australia when I was about 13. And I didn't have another console then for another couple of years, and it wasn't until... Actually, yeah, it was a couple of years after that, and then I got the console that I played to death, the Nintendo 64, with its amazing range of games. And of them, I received one Christmas, and it blew my mind. It really did. It was one of the most incredible games I think I'd ever played. It, of course, was Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda. And boy, oh boy, just the complex, at the time, the complex way the world was created, the variety of side quests, the day-night cycle. Because I was never fortunate enough to have a PC when I was younger. So I missed out on a bunch of really, really good games back then, like Morrowind when it first came out. I've since enjoyed them. But, yeah, like Ocarina of Time. It was amazing. 9 dungeons, time travel, one of those things that really, really made me engage with those sort of concepts and ideas. How things changed during the game. And it was just enthralling. And for those of you who've played, who could forget the opening title? That music, oh, I should probably stream that at some point. It's just one of the most amazing games. It really, really is. It's one of those things that I've never been able to forget. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to make this farm. Right, let's have a moment to think about what I'm doing. Alright, let's do that. Do that. Go like that. Go like this. Go like that. And then go like that. Now, if I remember correctly, I think it's got an 8-block radius from this point here. So, yep, thanks. I'll put that there as my point of 8. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now we're counting on stream. Awesome. Welcome to the stream, guys. This is counting with LordAlador. I know, super enthralling content, right? So let's go 4. Let's just go 4 to start with, I think. We'll go 4 from every direction, which I think is there. Again, still learning, or rather relearning, since the last time I played this properly was... Can I do this? No, I can't. Yeah, I know. Thanks for the reminder. But yeah, just something about Ocarina of Time. The way that the story is told, the way it draws you into the story. You start off as this young, naive kid, not realizing what you're going to be getting yourself into. Then you visit a great old talking tree, which, oh, so filled with lore. And then you realize the corruption deep within, and then that's an underlying theme throughout the entire game. And there's something that can be said about that. Let's grab these. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Goodie. Alright. And then you've got other terrific elements of the game, like who can forget your first venture up Death Mountain, meeting the Gorons, discovering evil is spread across the land, and you end up fighting that evil. Again, harkening back to those old stories of a gallant hero fighting terrible dangers to achieve your goals. So you do that. Oh. Okay, why aren't you watering for... So the water block is right there. Let's make a crafting table here. Let's do that thing that you see all Minecrafters do. Make a crafting table to make stuff everywhere. Oh, I should probably get a shield at some point too. Which means making another mine. Go team. Alright, let's... Where's the fence? There. Okay. Okay. Let's go like that. We'll go like that. Go like this. We'll make like that. We'll go 6 of those to start with. Go like this. Oh boy, it's getting dark again. And then over over here, go like that. We will run back to home. This is getting kind of perilous. Did not think this through. Alright, come on. I need to figure out how to make a campfire. How do I make a campfire? It is not on there. Alright, let's go. And then who can forget Lord Jabu Jabu in his belly? And I can't recommend it enough. It's one of those defining games of my childhood. Of course I can't help but recommend it. And again, it touches that deep-seated need for people to explore the unknown, to experience perhaps the unexperienceable. And that's what's so great about gaming. It gives you that chance to explore. Do I have enough wheat? I have no wheat. I have a couple of eggs. I have a couple of eggs. I have a couple of eggs. And I have nothing. Yay! Oh, there's a witch. Why is there a witch? Why is there a witch? Witch. Let's not die to the witch. Pro tip. Actually, wait a minute. Hey, Rexy. So I think we'll definitely have to add that to the gameplay. And then, of course, 2 years later, surprise, surprise, Majora's Mask came out. And Majora's Mask, my goodness, if I thought that Ocarina of Time blew my mind, Majora's Mask was just amazing. And it's got a really, really interesting story behind it, and it's something you can find on other YouTube channels. But the fact that they were able to repurpose most of the textures from that game, from Ocarina of Time, and create this story, which was just incredible, of a kid stuck in an alternate reality, not knowing what to do, realizing that the moon was going to fall, and then his ability to jump back through time in some sort of perpetual Groundhog Day is just it enraptured me. It told a story that it doesn't resonate with everybody, but just that fact that with a strong enough will you could even change your own future. But then again, there were quite a few themes in there that a lot of people weren't prepared to see. And all of those went through the floor then. Did anything come out? No, they didn't. Awesome. That was a bit of a waste of resources. I was hoping for a chicken there. I may have to go and kill one of those. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, let's get down there, make a campfire, kill a chicken or two, try and make ourselves some cooked chicken. Look at that, we have a bit of a plan now. But yeah, Majora's Mask, incredible. And then, there was a while there where no games really captured my attention before suddenly Oblivion came out with the launch of Xbox 360, and it was my first introduction to the Elder Scrolls. Oh, where are you going? Food! Go team! Alright. And Oblivion introduced me to a whole new world of possibilities. And then not long after that, Fallout 3. And I realize now I'm recounting basically my entire gaming history, which is kind of funny. But there are some games out there that I'm sure most gamers out there have, which really defined it. And I'm sure most current generation gamers love Fortnite, they love Valorant, they love Overwatch, probably the first one, more than the second from what I've heard. And, you know, there are those things. Can I make this? I think I can? Question mark. Can I do that? How do I do that? Oh yeah, I can just use logs, right? Strip logs? Strip logs. Alright, I have to go cut down a tree. Alright. Where's the closest tree? Where's the closest tree? We have a winner, people. We have a winner. And Fallout 3 and Oblivion and Morrowind, they all widen my eyes to what could be done with a well-done sort of open world. And I know a lot of games cop a lot of flack for trying to be one thing and then not really achieving that. But those games, for their time, they were amazing. They really, really were. And look at that, people. Meat is back on the menu, I think. How do I do this? I'm learning. I'm not going to starve to death. Go team. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to build a ranch here. We're going to finish the house up there. I had to kill that one pig, but hopefully there's at least 2 of them. Yes. Yes, there are 3. There's 3 of them. And a chicken. Hello, chicken. Alrighty. We're making some actual progress. There's like 5 pigs in total, and there's probably a chicken somewhere over there too. Food! Food! Oh! We're gonna survive for another day! Victory! Yes! Yes, and our crop is doing something. I'm not entirely sure what it is, and I'm not sure why that's not working the way that it should. But we're doing it, people, we're doing it! And then Fallout 3, an amazingly in-depth game. I'd never experienced the first 2, so it was my first introduction to that game, and what can I say? It was unlike anything I'd played up till then. Now, of course, I'd played D&D all throughout my childhood, and something about that that game with the amazing DM that I had over the years was really, really good. But in video format, that was the first time I'd ever experienced something quite like that. An almost fully voiced open world experience. And I think that was pretty amazing. Alright, let's see if we can't keep doing this. How many of these do I have? 7. We'll go 8. And then, of course, we entered the gaming golden age, one could possibly argue, where we've had a literal buffet of amazing games coming out by amazing developers, producing the sort of games that people love and enjoy. If we want to look past all of the focus groups and all of the executives looking to make a quick buck, and let's face it, there are those ones out there. I'm not saying anybody in particular is to blame, it's just the way it is, and it's a competitive market and they want to capture as much of that market share as possible. And then you've got the amazing indie games that come out over the years, the Stardew Valleys. And there's just something about those particular games where you can see that the sole creator or the small team of guys that make the game, you can see and you can feel the passion that's in the games. You can see how much they want to create, the vision of what they want to make, and it's incredible. It really is. How many of these can I make? 3. How many oak ones can I make? I can only make 1 more set. Alright, that's fine. Let's keep making this pen. Because I have a lot of respect for those people who are going out of their way to create these amazing stories for us. These amazing experiences. Something that has made me want to write for almost my entire life is to share those stories with other people. To it's hard to explain, but to try and show them the worlds, the landscapes, the stories, the characters, the plots, the people of a world so like and unlike our own. There's just something about that creation, especially if it can share a story or a lesson, or even in some cases just purely entertainment. Like, I think there's something that's very admirable about that, and this streaming is very much my first foray into trying to share that creativity that I've got, and I'm actually enjoying it a lot, even though if I'm just rambling on about things. It's just something that I think is pretty incredible, to be honest, and I think all the creators out there deserve to be recognized for the work that they're doing. Of course, not all of their content is for everybody, but I think it's a terrific way of expression. I think that you're gonna get to watch me explore a lot of these games and see and just admire, enjoy, immerse myself in them. And I've realized it's just getting very, very dark, and I was about to say good pig, but you know, it's not a finished pan yet, so we will get some sleep and we will come back to that and continue putting that together. It's also really, really good. A night before in this world I almost died of starvation, and now there's a chance that I might survive this. Oh, did I just... Yes, I did. Ah, got one. Yay! Victory! I think it's like I don't know, what, 1 in 8 chance for that. It's been a while since I've actually done the math for it. Alright, let's head back. Sleep up. Nope, 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 nope. Rexy, could you get him, please? Yes, I am going to try and finish this house. It hasn't happened quite yet, but let's try and do that. Yay! Right, let's make this pen. I will try and finish this house at some point. I will try. I can't promise it's going to happen, but I will try to make it happen. Alright, cool. Let's go and... Oh, where are ya? Where are ya? So another question some of you might be wondering is, why did I pick an Odin skin? Now, Odin, the Lord of the Norse Pantheon, is actually a figure that appears in a lot of different places, most notably the Marvel Thor films, but as a figure of legend. He had a lot of things and a lot of values which are important, because if you consider how pantheons are created, how they reflect the people... Sorry. Hey, stay away. Hey, don't hurt my... Yeah. Are you okay, buddy? Freaking zombies. I'll probably want to explore the mythology behind those as well at some point. But... Thanks, buddy. You're a real help. Not Rexy. You did great. You just sort of appeared. Fun fact. And I know it's not something that a lot of people think about, and it's something that I occasionally think about, because I think it's important to know where we came from. Are you... No, you're not Rexy. Do you want one of these? Hey, come back here. Yay! I have 2 dogs now, and I need a name for this one. Well, I guess if I'm Odin, you can be Thor. Good doggy. Alright. Do I have 2 pets now? Yeah? Where's my other puppy? Where's my other puppy? Or were you up here? No, I gave a bone to somebody who wasn't me. Come on. Whoop. Hey, I do have 2 puppies now. Go me! I am actually making progress. Holy crap. So, what was I thinking about before I was so rudely interrupted by that zombie? Oh, right. Something that most people don't think about. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but the days of the week. The days of the week in the Western calendar, and for most other places around the world. Have you ever sat and thought to yourself, where do these names come from? I'm sure some of you have probably guessed it by now, future viewers. Maybe it's in the comments, maybe in the future, who knows. But the days of the week, it's pretty incredible. Today is Friday, or at least here in Australia. I'm not sure if it's Friday anywhere else in the world. But Friday is Freya's day. Freya being one of the wives of Odin, the goddess of fertility. And I'm sure some of you have noticed where this is going. Many of the days of our week are based on the Norse pantheon. 3 of which are not, but that's not too surprising to some of us, as Saturday is the day of Saturn, also known as Juno. Saturn. Which god was Saturn? If Jupiter was the lord of the Roman pantheon, who was Saturn? The great ringed planet in the skies. That I'll have to get back to you on. And then, of course, Sunday, the day of the sun. Monday, day of the moon. Tuesday. Now, Tuesday is the day of Twi, one of the goddesses or lesser angels of the Norse pantheon. Which brings me to Wednesday. Some of you probably already know this. Some of you don't. I'm a big fan of, you know, just something somewhere is new to someone across the world. And it's always amusing to learn that some people don't realize that Wednesday is the day of Woden. Now, Woden is an old Slavic, I believe, naming of the god Odin. He has a couple of other variations as well, not to mention the wide variety of titles and epithets that he was given. But Wednesday is the day of Odin, which of course brings me to yesterday, Thursday, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you who are listening or watching have probably figured it out by now, but Thursday is the day of Thor. Again, just a fun little fact for some little trivial thing that I have always found particularly enjoyable. And then, of course, you've got the months of the year, but that has a much more Roman sort of grounding, obviously, with names like Augustus and June and Mars. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. Just little trivia things that take part in our everyday life. Like, we use these words every day. And most people would just think, oh no, it's just Monday, it's just Tuesday. But I've always really enjoyed learning where things come from and what things mean. And it's always so fascinating to I don't know, teach, I guess, or show people things that they might not be aware might not be aware of. And you're seeing what I'm seeing. That's a brand new piece of wheat. We've made it, boys. We've actually got to the point where we can grow wheat. Hooray! Okay, Rexy, out the way. Rexy and Thor. Could you guys just hang out here for a second, please, so I can monologue in peace? Wheat. one of those vital staple crops the world over. And unfortunately for some of us, not a thing that we can enjoy any longer. But wheat. With wheat we can make bread. With wheat we can make a great number of things. And fortunately, in Minecraft, it means that I am not going to die straight away. Look at it go. But what that also means is that we can finally make this pig pen. We can make a chicken pen. We can finally start domesticating the surrounding livestock. Maybe even get a cow somewhere. Somewhere. Please. Please. No. No, guys, there's no cows anywhere. We're going to have to find some cows at some point. Alright, well, we've got a bit of an adventure ahead of us. Yeah, we've got an adventure. Cool. But we're not going to starve to death anymore. We're not going to starve. We've got over that part of the game. Hooray! Let's do that. And do this. Slap that down. Alright, yep. Go. What's over there? What's over there? Do you guys see something? Alright, let's go and have a look. Alright. What did you two see over here? I mean, guys, there's a chicken. Seriously? A chicken? Guys? Alright. And a sheep! Maybe you guys did see something over here. Good going, lads. Couple of sheep. What else is over here? The beginning of a jungle. And like I said in a previous, in my previous stream, we're probably going to build a beacon over here, much like the beacons of Gondor, as they are so popularized now. Just as one of those little landmark features, so that we can actually make our way home at some point. Speaking of, it is getting dark, and we should probably get inside. As to quote George Martin and Song of Ice and Fire, the night is dark and full of terrors, and I am very, very poorly equipped to handle any of those. But no, it's just something fascinating to me that we base our lives around things, and not many people quite realize. And I know I'm not speaking for all of you, but it's just a thing that most people don't think about. How everything is connected, how our very past, our very traditions are connected to the days and months, often without knowing or realizing. Oop, let's get in here. What do you reckon? We try and put a roof on this thing? Yeah, okay, Rexy. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Thank you. Alright. Do I actually have enough space? Is this 4 wide? This is 4 wide. Why did I not make it 5 wide? Guys, why did I not make this 5 wide? I did not think this through. Alright, let's jump back up here. I think we might... Okay, I didn't mean literally jump up there. We might have to make this one wider. And I'm not moving my deck. I am not moving the deck to this place. I suppose that's not too bad. Let's jump around the other side and clear this up and try and finish this before the end of the stream. Alright, where are we at? How much stuff am I going to have to move over this side? Do I even have a... I have an almost used shovel. Of course I have an almost used shovel. That would mean I'd have to be prepared before a stream. We can't have that now, can we? Alright, let's make ourselves... Oh. A new... No, I kind of need those. I have some cobblestone. Hooray! Alright, let's do that. Let's dump this in here. And you're probably thinking, why am I saving a basically used up shovel? Answer is, I don't really know. I'm just doing it because it seems convenient and I'm very, very lazy. Alright, let's have a look here. Boys. Okay, Rex, Thor. Over here. Over here. Yep, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Over here. No, guy. Could you please, guys. Come on, over here. Over here. Come and enjoy the deck. Come on, up here. Hey, okay. Sit. I really need name tags for these two. I can't tell the difference. Where's he? Hey, here you are. Come on. Come on, up here. Up here. Oi. Oi, you. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Up here. You're the goodest boy. Oh, okay. You wanted to hear some compliments, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, okay. The AI, guys. The AI. It clearly wanted a compliment. Yep. Yep. You're a good doggo. Yes. Yes, you are. Alright. Stay. Stay. Okay. Good boys. Alright. Now, let's let's make some sense of the silly decision I made of not making this at least one more wider. Probably gonna have to figure out that pen soon as well, aren't I? Alright, let's clear this up. And let's face it, with all of the new advances in the game, having as much dirt as possible is not a terrible thing anymore. Not like when I first started playing in 2011, for that very brief period of time where I really got into it. And dirt was something I made houses out of. Yes, I'm internally hanging my head with shame at the sort of things I used to get away with. And now I look at all of the amazing builders out there and go, wow, I have a lot to learn. But at the end of the day, isn't that why we're all here? Learn something new, something different. Maybe it's some random trivia that I know that I can offer. Maybe it's just the ramblings of a crazy person. We'll never know. Or at least, I'll never tell. Alright, let's clear out the remainder of this as well. And yeah, don't get me started. Yes, the enchanting table will come eventually. I'm still very new at relearning how to play this game. So, buckle up, bear with me. We'll get there in the end. Alright. I don't know, there's something infinitely fascinating when it comes to trivia, especially. Just little things that you think are probably unconnected. And then you realize, no, it's connected to everything because everything is connected. And yes, I realize how possibly crazy that might sound, but it's the reality of things. I've got to rip this whole wall out. Thank you, past Lord Alador. Thank you for not setting this up so I could make a roof that is not going to make me get frustrated every time I see it. I need that proper symmetry. That's another funny thing. Like, it's probably an evolutionary thing, but for most of us, when you see something that should be symmetrical, and it should be even when you see the pattern, the shape that it forms, and you notice that something's just a little bit off, just that little bit. It's interesting. It's very much like, oh, what's that effect called? It's very similar to the Uncanny Valley. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a leap, but they share certain evolutionary similarities. When something is, it looks right, it looks perfectly right, and 99.99% of forever, it's going to be the same, right? But then there's just that little thing, that little 1% that's just that little bit off. And it tweaks that part of the brain that goes, wait a minute, this should be perfect. This should mirror. I mean, symmetry. It's mirroring, right? Duh. But like, it's funny how the brain processes that information. And it goes, wait a minute, there is something missing here, something important, something very vital about that, and it's that ever so off-putting. And yes, we'll ignore the fact that this log cabin is probably not going to be finished this episode as well, because now I've started ranting about, of all things, something else that's just very, very fascinating to me. Just that that slightly off-putting sort of imbalance, I guess, in what perfect symmetry is. And that's what I've kind of unintentionally created here, which is why I'm going to have to expand this out, which is probably going to push my episode back a little further. But on the plus side, I have an active farm now. I have half a pen. I'm making these small incremental like improvements, so I'm sure this is riveting information and a bit of a riveting sort of gameplay for you to watch while I try and figure out mentally how I'm going to remap this out, because I realize this is just a giant wooden box with no real depth or texture involved, and that, like I said, is a skill that I'm going to be developing over the course of this particular series. My episodic ones like Doom and Bioshock, I'm going to be doing the Bioshock games, it's going to be a bit of a different experience. It's going to be a bit more watching me die repeatedly in the same situations over and over and over and over to get good. And that, at the end of the day, I think is also really important. And yes, it is kind of like a virtual achievement because gameplay, but it's just that incremental sort of evolutionary adaptation to challenging situations, which brings me to a different type of conversation, but I don't think we'll explore that specifically with this stream. This stream is me learning, essentially, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think learning is an extremely valuable skill. I think it's something that we should all really enjoy, and I know we all get stuck in our ways. We all find ourselves stuck in ruts. We all find ourselves often spinning in circles with no real direction. And the way you break out of that is you try something different, and streaming, for me, is very much that. Like, I think this is much better than my first stream because I'm not nearly as anxious, because I'm learning, I'm getting into it more, I'm figuring out the type of content that I want to create. And yes, I realize I've just been rambling for 5 minutes and you're sitting looking at a screen that hasn't changed. I'm just trying to mentally map out what I'm going to do, because I really don't want to change this again after this. Right, let's try and do this. Let's go to bed first and then try and do this. Boys, keep guard. Yep, yep, good boy, good boy, good boy. Yep, yep, yeah, you're both good boys. The best boys. Alright. We'll go to bed. We'll rip out this side wall here. We'll push it back. We'll probably have to get a few more of these slabs, which are doing a terrific job of making sure it's all spawn-proof, along with all the torches in the surrounding area. And look at that, we've actually created a bit of a path down. We can see the location of where the ranch is going to be going. We're actually making a little bit of progress. It's incremental at best, but it's progress, and progress is pretty important. So let's go to bed, we'll rip out that side wall, and we'll keep moving forward. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's destroy a stone axe while we do this. And as you can tell, I do get pretty passionate about certain things, and there's all these interesting psychological sort of effects that you have when it's when you come across those little things. And again, it's not something that a lot of people think about. I like exploring the unknown. I like trying to understand the world that we live in. I like trying to understand where we fit in, why we enjoy certain things the way that we do, how much of that is due to the influence of focus groups or other sort of testing situations that really show us the type of people that we are. And yes, I'm probably going to circle back to the Uncanny Valley and its kind of strange implications. And well, thank you anyone who has tuned in. I can't actually see what's going on because my streaming software is not playing nice with YouTube. But if you're out there and you're listening, thank you so much. If you're listening from the future, thank you so much for coming back to where it all began and getting to learn a little bit about me. I think it's pretty cool that you're here and you're sharing some time with me. If you are, I hope that you've sat back, you've got a nice snack and a bit of a beverage, and you're enjoying hearing me talk wax poetic about a number of topics, a lot of which are probably unrelated to the content that I'm producing, but thank you nonetheless. Do I want to go one more out for that? Yeah, I probably do. I need to get rid of this one too. After all, you're watching me try to mentally map out how I'm organizing this house, because it is currently unfinished and I need to have it finished, because otherwise it's going to drive me crazy in a good way. This thing really needs to be finished at some point so that I can actually continue moving forward with this gameplay. I think what I'll do is I'll increase the size of this window. Right. Now is this 4 wide now? Yep, counting with Lord Alador. Again! Super fun. I'm so glad that you're here to watch. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I mean that it's kind of ironic that you're hearing me count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to have it 5 wide here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because like I said, I really don't want to be redoing this again. Okay, so those ones need to be the strip logs. Alright, I'm actually mapping this out now properly. Well, sort of. Don't judge me. I don't know, judge me. I don't mind. I am working on this. Here. 3, 4, 5. No, I went one too far. I'll grab that one. And I'll grab that one. Now I need to do it again on the other end. Yeah, right. So I need to go 1. And I need to go that. 1, 2. I did not finish that side. Why did I not finish that side for? Really? Did I? Of course I didn't. Of course. Alright, let's finish this, open up a bit of a window here. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind a little bit of variation there. I'm going to have to make myself a new axe in a second. But let's open this out. There it goes. Yeah, I probably could punch that, but I, as aforementioned, am pretty lazy. So let's make a new axe. Yeah, it's going to be slow moving while I relearn how to do everything. Alright, so let's do that. Also, it's really, really lovely until I actually get this window in. Again, I just love the idea of having this nice outlook. So we'll do that. We will have to make at least one more row of those. And by those, I mean the wood planks. Not planks, slabs. Alright. And I'm lazy, so I'm just going to use this. I don't have enough. Of course I don't have enough. Yeah, okay. So let's go like that and go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 24, and then we'll go. Look at me go, I'm actually learning how to do stuff. Not enough, obviously. Let's do that. 42 slabs. Oof. We're getting there, we're getting there. That might actually, I hope that's going to be enough to finish our front deck as well. And then we're going to have to figure out what sort of stairs we need, and we're also going to need to create some more fences and gates. We'll make one of these. And then we'll make, where are you? I'll make some of these too. So let's go like that. We'll go, whoops. Whoops. I did not need to do that. That's going to be kind of awkward. Alright. Law of unintended consequences. That's okay. Fortunately for us, wood regrows. Exhibit A. Alright, let's knock this stuff out here. Now you might be thinking, what is this room going to be for? And what I want to put in here is, or at least I'm going to try to, a cobblestone fireplace with a chimney. I am not quite sure how that's going to look, but I'm going to give it a go. I think I can probably pull it off fairly confidently. Let's go across here like so. Did I just have the right... No, I didn't. Is it the whole way? It was almost the whole way. Alright. Let's grab some saplings and set myself up a little bit of a beginner's tree farm. Just to try and get those resources that we need. Yay! Hello, all my boys. My boys are good. Yeah, 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 my boys are good. The goodest of boys. Alright. That's very convenient. It's very, very convenient. So, boom, boom. Now, I have no idea what the spacings are for these saplings are supposed to be. So let's just randomly put them out and hope that they grow fairly quickly. Alright. Reckon that's enough? I reckon a couple more. Oop. Slap you there. Slap you over here. Like so. Okay. I don't hate it. And are those all in line? Did not expect to do that either. Alrighty. So let's farm this stuff up. That's it. I'm going to try and get this log cabin done before the end of the stream. It is going to cause me no end to trouble if I don't. Because I said I was going to try and do that before the end of today. And I haven't even come across any bees or their nests yet. So the funniest thing Like, when they released the bees here, I had no idea, and I'm happy enough to be honest about this, I had no idea that they were actually called nests. I thought for the longest time that they were hives, and I'm sure it wasn't just me. I mean, I could refer to the Mandela effect here, but we probably won't cover that this stream, at least, as far as interesting and at times controversial sort of ideas come. And trust me, there's going to be plenty of them. I'm really hoping I don't get cancelled for any of the crazy stuff that I might say. But the Mandela effect is certainly one of the stranger ones that has come up. And this one has grown really, really quickly. Awesome. But yeah, for the longest time, I thought they were called hives. Whenever I saw them growing up as a kid, I was always told that they were bee hives. And then, at some point, they clearly must have changed it on me, because I was to learn that they were called bee nests, which, again, it still doesn't sound right to me, and I'm not sure if other people think it's the same thing as well. But rest assured, when I get one of those, I am going to learn how to farm them, because I think I might have a use for them. And oh boy, it's getting a bit dark. Ow. My reach overstretched my grasp. No. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleepy, sleepy, sleep. Cool. Look at this. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're making progress. Of course, we're going to have to find a beach and get some sand to make some glass, but that's a story for another time. Let's get the outsides and the roof done, at the very least. Right, where was I? I was going to go like this, and then I was going to, how much wood did I pick up? 45. That's not bad. Is it here? It's here. 1, 2, 3. No, did not need to do that. But yeah, there's there are plenty of things in the world which you scratch your head and go, I hadn't thought of it that way. And I think it's probably one of the better things that you can experience. Because there's so much unexplained stuff, and sadly so much that is explained now. So let's go like that, like that. That. Let's put a roof on this guy. Oop, like that. Like that. Like that. Let's go like that. Let's see if I can remember how to do this properly. We'll go. I cannot. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That was a total derp on my part. Where did I leave that block up? Here it is. Jump. Right. Like that? Yes. Yes. Go there. There? Right. And then if we yeet. Is that the right word? The way that word is used? I hope so. Like that. And then like that. Actually, we'll probably need to go like that. Eventually like that as well. Actually, we'll go like that, we'll go like that, like that, like that, and then like that, that, that. Alright. put a block down. Where did it go? Hello? No? Okay. And then like that. And now I want to go this, 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 this. And now ow. Do I like the way that looks? Okay, I think I've got a basic skeleton here. Again, not real. Maybe I'll drop that down a block. Just through the middle there. And then I'll keep it the same on either end. Actually, yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that idea. Right, let's like that as well. And then like that. And then like that. Get rid of this one. We'll go like that, and then we'll get rid of those. We'll grab this one off. Sorry, I realize I've just stopped talking about all those random things that I enjoy talking about. Is that better? I think that's better. I mean, this wall here is probably gonna have to go at some point. I don't know. Do I like that? Do I think that's gonna work? Let's slap that down there as well. Let's finish this part here. I think I might need some stairs next, but I think I've also got another idea that I'd like to try. Is that okay? Does that? Again, this is going back to that symmetry idea where like your brain does this thing where if it doesn't look the same, your brain immediately leaps to it and goes, wait a minute, that is not a pattern that I recognize. Why is that a pattern I don't recognize? That's why you see it sometimes with those creators that are on YouTube as well. Like, they'll see a design, but then they just don't like it for some reason. The reason, I think, is something I'm experiencing right now, where, like, there's just something just a little off-putting about if it doesn't match up. Oh, how are my supervisors? Yeah, you're good boys. Yes, you are. I think I'm going to do that now as well, so it matches up. Right. I don't think I can actually get up there unless I do this, and then I'll finish the bedroom off later. Okay, so this back wall here, I mentioned I wanted to put in the stone. The stone fireplace. I'm just wondering, do I put it against the back wall or do I put it against... Probably the side wall here. I think I've got the space here if I do this. And then, I don't know, let's give it a go and see how it looks. Obviously some smooth stone at some point will be nice. I'm not real sure how to make that. Does this work? How do I split this? Nope. Nope. Again, I'm just relearning. Is this gonna work? Yes? No? Ooh, something's happening. Is this gonna make smooth? Hey! Alrighty. So we'll go probably 2 up on either side there. Go like that there, and then one on the other side. Then we'll go up one, and then across one there, maybe? How's that gonna work? Oop, oop. I don't know how that looks. Let's give that a go. Like that, and then we'll get some stairs into that central column section there. Grab this one. We'll go another 5 of those. We'll go like that. Do I have enough space here? So I might have to take it out one more. One more stair, then up through the roof there. But I also want to drop these down one. Let's go up and do that while this single block of stone finishes. Go team. And it's night again. Let's go back to bed. Ah, it's getting dark. Fine. Let's cut these down. Oh wait, there's... Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. So I'll drop these ones here down one. Why am I doing it that? I have a bit of an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I want to give it a go. Like that. Right. Sleep. Yay. Alright. Now, what I need to do next, and maybe there was a benefit to me making all of those planks earlier, I need to do stairs. I need to make lots of stairs. Let's start with 12. I just want to trial how this is going to look. Right, I think I'll do the front of the cabin first. Let's jump on up, like this, over the top. Now, how is this effect going to work? Maybe not like that. Off to a bad start. Maybe... that's not an improvement either. God damn. What am I doing? Let's try this. We'll go like that, and then oop, we will go like that, and then like that. No, that doesn't work. Let's get rid of this one. Right. Right. Let's grab these. Ow. I should maybe stop doing that. Hello, chicken. Yes, hello. Looks like my crop is coming along nicely over there. Right, let's continue checking this. Maybe if I then go like that to make it a bit more spawn proof. And then across the top. Go like that, this, that, like so. Okay. Something is happening here. Is it an encouraging something? I hope so. Okay, let's... that. Ouch. Uh-oh. I'm I'm starting to get very hungry again. Okay, back to my farm. That, like that, and then I need this one back again. I don't think I'm close enough to it. That's alright. We'll finish putting these oak stairs on. Good going. I did not think about that. Moral of the story. But then we'll go like... Perhaps if we do that, and then we'll do that. Nope. Nope. Did not need to do it that way. That is also upside down. That was not an improvement. Maybe it needs to be a full slab there. Maybe this one. Maybe if we just do this instead, and we go like that now. Does this? All right, cool. So now we can get rid of this one, and we can go like that. Like that, like that. We'll come back down here. We will make another bunch of these. Go. Like that. Like that, and then we'll go like this. Wait, I need to go up the other way, don't I? Okay. And we'll go like that, and then like this. I'm getting better at this, I think. Whoop. He says while he puts one of those in upside down again. You have to be on an even level. I do. Right. So let's shift while we do that. Oh, that's not working. Go that. That. So what we'll want to do here is across like that, go that. Why are you doing that? That. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do cross here as well. So I think what I'm trying to do here is create a little bit of depth, I think. Not sure if I'm succeeding, but I'm giving it a go. So let's just pillar off here. We'll go like that. Maybe another one there. And then whoop, drop down here like that and go like that, like that, like that. On that side there, and then we'll do the same again on this side here, like so. Ooh, wait a minute. Ouch. Hey boys. How are we going for time? Alright, let's do that. grab a bit more dirt, go across like this, and then, right, I need it across here, don't I? Right, and then I need a second batch here, and then I can go like this. Right, I think that works. Does that make sense? I realized that I filled this with a lot of empty air. I'm just concentrating. This is just something I want to make perfect the first time. Ouch. Okay, I almost died from that fall. I need to go to my farm and see if some more of my wheat is ready. I need food. Ouch. Actually, come on doggos, you can come with. Come on boys. Now, this is another fun fact. Because I have chosen Odin, obviously, these would be Odin's faithful hounds. Yes, Odin, the wise old man of the Norse pantheon, had... Actually, let's do this quickly while I'm here. Had two noble hounds. That's a bit better. Alright. And it's not without a certain sense of irony, I guess, that I was able to get two hounds in this session, which is really, really... Well, it fascinates me just how ironic that is. Right, let's see if this food is ready. Hey, buddy. We do, we have a bit more wheat. Yes. Yes. Do I have some fences? I'm pretty sure I've also got some fences. No, I have fence gate, which I will put there. Grab that. Put that there. How much wheat do I have? Just one more. Yes, I do need a boat at some point. Alright, so I think that just about does it for this session. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the content so far. I hope that maybe you've learned something. It might not be about Minecraft, since I am still very much an amateur at this game. But I'm trying, you know, and I'm learning a lot while I do. And I think that's pretty important to have. Okay, I can see at least 3 pigs, so... Sorry, babe. Sorry. I need your food. I need your food before I die. Come on. Yes, yes. But yeah, I might not necessarily be an expert at this game, but you can already see that I've improved quite a bit since my last session. And I hope to continue learning and experiencing new things in this, and I hope that I might possibly even... You might learn some new trivia from me, or something that you might not know. Maybe you'll think about things in a different way. Maybe, like I asked with my questions before, maybe there's a game that helped define the type of gamer that you are. Maybe there's a book, maybe there's a movie, maybe there's a TV that you really, really enjoy. It's just these little things I like to think about, and I'd like to share with you. It's just those little things about me that make me, well, me. Anyway, my name's LordAlador. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the channel and listening to me ramble on about all that sort of thing. Moving forward, I am looking forward to learning a lot about video editing, and I'm probably going to try and condense these down into some sort of episodic formula, where you will get to share with me some of the observations I make, some of the things to learn about. I should probably eat something. Hey, there we go. we have staved off death for another day. And I see you zombies over there. And maybe in the next session we'll continue to explore fascinating elements of our history. Maybe some sort of new thing that I've learnt. Who knows? But I guess we'll find out next session. But thank you so much for joining me for today's adventure. And if we look over at my house, you can see that something is actually happening over there. There's a partial roof, and while I might not have got that done today, let me see if I can't finish it next time. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Oh. Bye for now.